It's Nolan. Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show.
Plotting on the mill, I give them something to feel, yeah. My foundation is strong enough, I could build her. Groundbreaking the promise to keep it trill, nigga. Everything that I want, I'm bound to fulfill. Ayy, plotting on the mill, I give them something to feel, yeah. My foundation is strong enough, I could build her. Groundbreaking the promise to keep it trill, nigga. Everything that I want, I'm bound to fulfill. Ayy, the academy pulling strategy, still in my steed. Ain't no flattery, fuck your salary, bitch, I'm a king. They can't rattle me, sit to shatter me, killing my dreams. Them bitches couldn't even straddle me, I'm the supreme god, like living alright. You niggas alright, diamond in the rough compared to months and nights. I do this for them Garvey eyes, Swiss Army knife, I do it all, boy. Know some people watching me only want me to fall, boy. But I'm a Booker T, Nolan, a southern beast, flow as deep as a submarine. Haters clocking and count streams. I used to work inside a kitchen, dog. You think I'm tripping? Imagine using your opinions just to make a living. Mix it with my educated expertise, yes indeed. Niggas that wouldn't say I'm next trying to get next to me. My homies used to rock a vest inside them SUVs. From sous chef to sharing recipes.
What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing well out there. Before we get into this video, I want to just go ahead and say, don't forget about your family over fame gear, baby. The album is being wrapped up. I'm literally just waiting on my engineer to send me the last 3 songs. Next up, I just got to do photo shoots so I could get the album cover or figure out how I want to get that done. And once all that is done, I'm packaging it up. I'm going to put it out for pre-order and we're going to get this shit rocking. You know what I'm saying? So by spring, summer at the latest, June is my cutoff. It has to be out by June. I don't give a fuck. So, you know, get y'all family over fame gear so you could be lockstep with your boy when this campaign rolls out. All right. Now, y'all know we've been covering this whole T.I. versus 50 Cent situation. The last couple days have been explosive, at least as it pertains to T.I. 50 Cent crossed the line when he posted Tiny, that picture revealing her BBL or whatever she had going on under her skirt. T.I. immediately uploaded a quick 1-minute warning shot called War. Very next day, yesterday, he comes out with an official diss record, hook, 2 verses, going direct, no subliminals, talking about 50, his battle history, domestic history, burning houses allegedly. Say you hate women, so you can't keep one. You don't know love because from your mama you never received none. Like, really dug into 50 Cent, man. And the people have been wondering, is 50 Cent going to respond? A lot of people pretty much already feel like he's not. And I ain't gonna lie, it's a huge disappointment. Not for J Nolan of 2026, but J Nolan of 2005, excuse me. It's highly disappointing. You know what I'm saying? In everything that he's become outside of a successful businessman, all of that stuff, good and well. He's done well for himself. He's put other people on. He employs actors and all that good shit. Yeah, that's great. But from hip hop, which is the foundation of everything, without hip hop, we wouldn't have a 50 Cent. We wouldn't have a T.I. We wouldn't have an Eminem. We wouldn't have these people to look up to had they not had the calling card of hip hop to show their talent, their songwriting abilities, and tell their stories. Without hip hop, these niggas would not be there. You know what I'm saying? Many of these motherfuckers would still be relegated to being around the way street motherfuckers or goddamn delivering pizzas or at bare minimum doing Uber, which no shots at none of those professions. I'm just saying they would be regular Joes without hip hop. Right? So T.I. expressed himself in the way that hip hop is known for expressing themselves. You disrespect, okay, you want to play games, I'm going to go in that booth, I'm going to say what I got to say, no holds barred, I've been respectful to you. Remember, this whole conversation came strictly from wanting to do a verses. And Tip said that they had a conversation behind the scenes that 50 Cent agreed to. And people feel like when you can't stand on your word, it's a problem, especially if you can't give nobody a clear explanation as to why you couldn't keep your word. For those of y'all that tried to watch the video this morning of my reaction to T.I.'s new song, The Right One, and you saw that it was greatly abridged, the video that's currently up is only 12 minutes long. I regret to inform y'all that video was over 30 minutes, right? But it looks like T.I. or somebody, I can only say somebody because it's odd. It doesn't give you an actual name as to who the fuck was behind the copyright claim, but it did come from Merlin. Merlin is a distribution company that's also associated with Empire. I know T.I. is associated, well, not associated. He's signed to Empire, the independent distribution company. So with that being stated, it looks like T.I. might actually be dropping The Right One on streaming platforms in the near future. I didn't think he was going to because it was like a scathing diss. Didn't know if he wanted to really put that out as a record to stand on commercially. But from the looks of it, with the copyright claim that I received in the wee hours of the morning, it's very possible that it may go up on streaming. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes and shoots a motherfucking run and gun guerrilla style music video like he did What's Up, What's Happening. You know what I'm saying? For those that know what the hell I'm talking about. What's up? What's happening? When niggas was trying to say he couldn't, when Shawty Low and them was dissing him and saying he couldn't come back to Bankhead, that nigga went straight to Bankhead and shot a motherfucking music video and put out a mixtape. It's the same man we dealing with here. Now, with me bringing that up, I'm not trying to rehash the T.I. and Shawty Low situation. Rest in peace to Shawty Low. They patched it up, pieced it up before he passed. So we're not hearkening, we're not harping on that. But just letting it be known, that's the type of nigga we dealing with. You feel me? However, if you do want to still see the full reaction to T.I.'s The Right One, all you got to do is go on patreon.com/real J Nolan, sign up, and it's there for you, along with any other reactions that I've done recently that got sliced down for YouTube. It's just the way it goes. Copyright is very important over here, in terms of protecting your channel, in terms of not getting strikes, in terms of protecting your finances. Again, this is what I do. This is a job for me, you know what I mean? Plus a passion project, but part of my income comes from this. So yeah, let's move on with the story though. So back a few minutes ago, I told y'all 2005 J Nolan is disappointed. And the reason being is because 50 Cent has not made his way to the booth. Doesn't look like he is. But he did make his way back to fucking Instagram. And he put up what I'm receiving as an anti-hip hop post. That's how I'm receiving it. As a hip hop nigga, as somebody who grew up entrenched into this culture, following niggas like 50, wearing G-Unit t-shirts in high school. Yeah, I did that. Never wore the shoes though. I'm highly fucking disappointed. So 50 posts this promo for August Wilson's Joe Turner's Come and Gone, which is a Broadway show starring Taraji P. Henson and Cedric the Entertainer. And it looks like directed by Debbie Allen, which is great. I'm not taking nothing away from that. You know what I mean? Shout out to Taraji. Shout out to Cedric. Big shout out to Debbie Allen. You know, he's executive producing that. But that drops in April, motherfucker. Opening night, April 25th. Now check this bullshit. No rappers. No bad BBLs. No little fucked up albino kids. Just sold out Broadway. What? What is right, nigga? What the hell you mean no rappers? You mean rappers can't come in attendance? Cause what the fuck you think you gonna do? Are you supposed to be in attendance too, nigga? You ain't just an executive producer. You didn't get to that point. You know what I mean? You didn't come in the game in 2003 as an executive producer of a goddamn film. No, don't come around here talking about, oh, Get Rich or Die Trying the movie. That was 05, dick sucker. Shit the fuck up. Okay? He ain't come in the game with that shit, man. That nigga was doing hood DVDs, standing on top of rooftops, unloading motherfucking guns on camera, and wearing bulletproof vests. That's what that nigga came in doing. That nigga came in dissing niggas. That nigga came in dissing Ja and Irv. Ta-ta-ta-licious. You know what I'm saying? Second album, what'd he do? Jumped it off with a beef again, dissing Fat Joe, dissing Jadakiss for standing next to Ja Rule. He dissed Nas. You know what I'm saying? He ain't had no reason to really diss Nas. He just did it on some Queen shit. And I didn't say on some Queen shit, but on some Queens shit. But hey, if the shoe fits. Made a fucking lifetime out of dissing Jay-Z. And that's another thing for you fuck niggas. Y'all talking about, oh, 50 Cent is too busy. He's got all of this going on. He's a television producer. Why would he be worried about T.I. barking at him? Well, he been barking at Jay-Z for 20 years, and Jay-Z don't give a fuck about him. And he still be making posts. He still be trying to put memes up. So the double standard that y'all allow this nigga to get away with, I don't respect that shit at all. And that is as a nigga who grew up bumping probably more 50 than all you motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And then y'all want to come around here and try to tell me that my feedback and opinion is off. Nah, nigga, fuck that. Now, again, I'm not invested in 50 Cent because we already know that nigga's MAGA, right? But you can't play this game where you're still engaging with rappers, right? It's the same thing that happened a couple months ago where he was playing with Fab and them. Like, you're engaging with rappers. You keep your nose in hip hop business due to your proximity to it. You use it to keep your name relevant because every time you post a meme about a nigga, they post you on all the hip hop sites. But if you want to be around here fucking with hip hop shit, then you got to do what hip hop do, nigga. And dare I say, I'm more qualified to speak on this shit because I actually get paid off of goddamn 50 Cent TV shows, nigga. I got a motherfucking song in fucking Power last season. Raising Canaan. The little white boy or the little racially ambiguous boy that was on stage rapping. Get up. It's been real in my cipher. I come from life. That's my shit, nigga. I wrote that. So yeah, I'm critical. Because I got shit in that nigga shit before all this. And I still say, keep it hip hop, nigga. I'm going to be critical both ways. And you coming out here talking about some opening night, April 25th, no rappers, no bad BBLs, no little fucked up albino kids. Now, you could get your shit off. You know, that's a response of some sort. But that ain't it. But if it feels like it feels good to you, okay. But that ain't it. And niggas that really come from this cloth know that ain't it. I don't give a fuck how many likes he got on that motherfucking post. It's not flying, man. Especially when a nigga come at you the way that T.I. did. He didn't just throw no little baby jabs at you. That nigga came and held the mirror up to your ass. The same shit that you used to try to do to other niggas and that actually sustained you throughout your career until the music shit went a little bit silent. But since we want to play Instagram games, well, let's get the King then, right? Because King ain't going, as he said the other day when it come to his mama. King been going. So when it comes to this Instagram meme and shit, well, we could remove T.I. from the conversation because his son is holding it down in that department, all right? So yesterday, King came out and said, all you do is apply pressure to females. Bring that smoke to the chimney, fuck, nigga. Shit getting started. And he acts 50 Cent. Again, no subliminals. Niggas is standing on what they saying.
Jackson, 29-year-old who admitted to trampling and beating 3 women at a concert.
He attacked women. Women. We were just there to see a concert. We were not there to get beat up. We were not there to get hit.
Go, go, go.
The rapper with the gangster attitude stepped on two of the women and punched the third in the face after jumping into the crowd in search of someone who threw a water bottle at him during a surprise concert at this club in May of 2004.
They did nothing to justify or excuse the defendant's actions.
He has demonstrated since his earlier run-in with the law as a young man that he is a law-abiding citizen.
You ain't got no drop.
That is not the image 50 Cent uses to sell his music, but it will have to be. Judge Robert Coomer accepted Jackson's admission of the facts, gave him a lecture on how this incident would reflect on the rapper's 9-year-old son, and then continued the case for 2 years without a finding. In the meantime, the rapper will have to submit to random drug tests, pay the medical expenses of his victims, pay court costs, undergo anger management treatment, and produce an anti-gun violence public service announcement. Jackson signed off on the deal.
Now, ain't that something? I could have swore just a couple weeks ago 50 Cent was out here clowning T.I. for doing the Crime Stopper shit, but you had to do your own anti-gun violence advertisement yourself. One that I never seen, but it says here that you had to do it. So it's funny how the double standard plays out with homie, man.
And then snuck out of the courthouse through a back door. Curtis Jackson.
All right, so they restarted it. Okay, so he pled guilty for some sort of melee that happened at a show or something. Somebody threw a water bottle at him. They say he trampled over 2 women and one subsequently got punched in the face. Clearly, he was trying to get to the person who threw the bottle at him, but this nigga was the baby before the baby. You know what I'm saying? The baby got similar issues like this, you know what I'm saying? Where somebody did something and he ended up hitting a woman. Niggas just be reckless, moving crazy. And that shit ain't gangsta at all. I don't give a fuck what you're saying. That ain't it. But King wasn't finished there. Now, this part, I personally don't agree with, but again, King ain't going. So he says, you think you raising a man, having him sit in your lap as a teenager? That's a hoe, sir. At 50 Cent, P.S. This not AI. So he posted this photo of him with his son in his lap, which I personally don't see anything wrong with. But again, these are the games that you've elected to play. So now that you've checked into the game, you just gonna have to play by the rules that come with this particular line of game playing. You fucked with the Harrises. Now the Harrises is fucking with you. You try to create all these AI images and try to make niggas look gay. They try to make niggas look weird. Well, he's saying, I feel like you look weird here. And again, I don't agree with him, but I understand. Now, this is where it gets a little bit different. Gets a little bit tricky. King says, no AI. Curtis the Johnson juggler. This the magic stick you talking about? I just know this tough and buff ass nigga ain't out here in the general public gripping dicks in real life. This what you gotta do to sell out Broadway, huh, Fiffy? Keep posting, little nigga, you got the right ones this time. Damn, Miss Jackson. Your son a freaky man, wish you was here to whoop his ass. At 50 Cent. And he adds him every time. So apparently he was doing some type of radio interview or something. And they decided to put a whole ensemble of dildos in this man's hand. And as you can see, he is gripping that motherfucker. Hey. Again, it's all about how you could try to make somebody look bad. That motherfucker is gigantic. Here we have another one. Okay? If you don't like all the girth, here's one for you in his hand as well. Ain't no fucking way. And if you thought he put it down, it looks like he's opened the package. And he's smiling with it. Too close to the chin, if you ask me. But hey, some people take it on the chin. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But man, again, these are the games we playing. These are the names we saying. outlaw Pusha T. So all is fair in love and war, as they say. Now, that's not all King had to say. Okay? Now, here in his stories yesterday, he says Curtis 50 Cent Jackson got shot 9 times and did nothing. Now, I don't know who did what. I'm not going to get into that. That's above my pay grade. Because if you listen to Many Men, he claims somebody named Hamo got shot down, but there's some people out there that also claim that that situation never actually took place. So I don't know. We'll go forward. This Lil' Kim, after she refused to go on a date with him, had to duck shots because of it and started making memes. Got smoked by Jadakiss and Styles P in a rap battle. He certainly did. That part I know for sure. Talked tough and then ducked the beef with Fat Joe because he knew he couldn't fuck with Joe on a street level. I don't know what his motivation was for not fully engaging with Fat Joe. He dissed Joe first on Piggy Bank. Joe dropped my fofo. 50 Cent kept it moving, but he did keep his vendetta alive with other rappers. He says got outsold and embarrassed by Kanye West on his 3rd album. That is an indisputable fact. Knew he couldn't fuck with Rick Ross musically, so he resorted to making skits. Now, there was some music that was released during that time period, so I gotta be honest about that. There was definitely music released in the midst of those skits. But he did start doing the pimping curly thing, and he did attack the legitimacy and character of Rick Ross's baby mama. She allowed herself to be used as a pawn for some extra ducats, where he took her shopping and all that stuff, put out a sex tape on her, a porno video, all that type of stuff. Not Tia, but we do know about that. He also put out a video going at DJ Khaled, because of course Rick Ross and Khaled are tight, where people were supervising DJ Khaled's mother while she was at work, and he was basically putting out blanketed threats about what could happen if they didn't stop fucking with him, right? This was over a decade ago. Reposted a sex tape of Tierra Marie just because, unfortunately, somehow she lost that case when she tried to sue. Or I think he sued her after she tried to sue him. It was weird. Has publicly disrespected Ashanti. We know that. Sierra, I think he was partially responsible for some Sierra hate. Vivica A. Fox, we know they go back and forth every two years. Etc. for no reason. Ducked T.I. in a versus battle, which is what we're seeing in real time. Called him a snitch, even though he's the known federal informant. Makes fun of T.I.'s wife, as if we don't know his track record with women. Very valid. Criticizes rappers for publicly speaking on politics and religion, but his coward ass won't stand for anything, even though he's a known Trump supporter. Also very valid. Helps produce a documentary on Diddy's transgressions, but won't speak on his own history of domestic violence and abuse, which I also find to be extremely valid, because how can you put a magnifying glass on somebody else? And I'm not saying that the documentary was wrong in by any means. However, how do you put that out on somebody else and executive produce it when you have very similar allegations that you will not address or speak out and say, hey guys, they got it wrong or something, right? You just act like it never happened. So he's outlining some very, very valid grievances. Last but not least, makes fun of other rappers' families, but his older son hates him and calls him a deadbeat. His younger son was living in a house that Diddy was paying for. He burned his older son's mother's house. Diddy had his younger son's mother prostituting herself in his freak-off parties. The list of people he's disrespected over the years is endless. He came into the game creating unnecessary controversy, and damn near 30 years later, he's still the same attention whore. However, when it comes to a rap battle in 2026, I guess the attention is too heavy because he doesn't seem equipped to step into that arena. But everything else is fair game. Now, I ain't gonna lie. If you out here getting flamed by King, who was pretty much universally known as a problem child, as a fake thug, they all need hugs, as the black sheep of his family, like he was universally seen as that up until goddamn February 21st of this year. And the narrative has completely shifted. His popularity score has definitely risen in the last few days. So when you getting flamed up by his ass, you know you ain't on the right side of history, because everybody looking at it and they like, valid. Yep. Keep going, young man. Yep. Rumble, young man, rumble. So, like I said yesterday, this man came out and did an interview at the top of the year talking about he went in the studio over the holidays and recorded a whole mixtape in response to the Let's Rap About It podcast and refused to put it out. Why? I don't understand. I mean, as a 50-year-old rap artist, you ain't got nothing to lose by putting that mixtape out. If it flops, nobody cares. If it does well, they say you still got it. But the fact that you wasn't willing to come out and stand on your shit and put it out, you could have sold that bit for $2 on goddamn Even, like J. Cole sold it for $1 if you ain't want to put it out for free. But even with that, he ain't stand on his music. I don't even know if he actually went in that bitch and recorded anything. But I tell you what, a la Jeezy, we do know who is standing on their motherfucking music. Let Them Know by T.I. has been boosted to the 43rd spot on the Billboard Hot 100 charts after debuting at 83. It was in the 50th spot last week via Billboard charts. And as of the projection for the 28th, which is at the end of the week, it will be positioned at number 43. So he now has a top 50 hit on the Billboard Hot 100 charts and still climbing. The record is on an incline, and this was released prior to any versus talk, any beef. Well, not versus talk, because he did bring up the versus shit, but prior to any beef, prior to any diss record, prior to any disrespect for the families, it was all fun and games when Let 'Em Know first came out, and it's been doing its job. Not only has it been excelling on Billboard, but it's also been doing exceptionally well on radio, independently via Empire, not affiliated with UMG or nobody like that pushing. Yes, Empire is still powerful, but it ain't the same. So when we talk about standing on music, this is somebody who's still doing it at a high level currently. Okay? And they about the same age. They came out, T.I.'s debut album came out in 2001. That's before 50. 50 Cent's debut album came out 2003. So why is it that he can do it, but you can't? But you supposed to be the best. Or you think you is. You think you untouchable. Can't co-sign that, bruh. Especially when you known as the quintessential beef rapper for the last 20 years. But I've said everything I need to say. Let me know what y'all think down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become an insider. I will catch y'all on the next one. Y'all be good out there, man. Peace.
Yeah, family over fame in this bitch, yeah. The glory of living righteous is setting in. My street knowledge and education's a perfect blend. Young mogul, independent, I've been setting trends. The first one from my family to be faithfully wed. Fuck niggas and the horses that they riding on. I see this shit from all angles like a polygon. I'll never politic and the drama be piling on. Father and great son acknowledged like I'm Bobby Bonds. Conversation with my lady about the paper route. 5-6 bank accounts every day I make it count. They down talking my commentary for hating now. Well, I can take it cause I'm bodying your favorite now, please. I can do this shit in my sleep. I been writing for these niggas, y'all read it and weep. I been fighting these niggas if you speak on the street. I'll turn your birthday party into New Year's Eve. Don't let me take it there. We ain't playing fair. This the ATL, Southside nigga moving furniture like Wayfair. Life on hold, no insurance for your healthcare. Lifeline gone, so you wanna be a millionaire? Well, let me tell you about this world I built. The women I dodged, the niggas that I read for filth. The sympathy calls, cause consultant for the stacks I build. I